Okay, Solomon here. This is the last time. I'm 38 years old, January 11, 2024. Thank God I'm not 40 yet. Everyone says that shit hits the ceiling fan when they're 40, male or female, especially female. But anyways, yeah, this is it. This is most of my life. This is the backyard. I don't own any of this, but I get to visit it all the time because it's in my backyard. Actually, cops do show up here, so it's not entirely mine. But then again, I never had this sense of urge to do these crazy asshole things that Americans do. Like this MTV rock and roll shit. That just didn't exist here in New Jersey, in the suburban area part. There's no beer cans, there's no girls around, there's just dingery-doo shit. So I'm just here to talk to myself and my audience as to what I want. You know, what came out of me going through society. This isn't the worst society of all time. It's okay. There was internet, there was porn, there were very advanced video games and shit. You know, the content is there, but it's up to me to tackle it. And it's not entirely bad or good. It's just my perception of things. I'm an introvert, so naturally there's not going to be a lot of people and shit around. I don't want them to be around. I just think of it as noise, you know. As noise. That's not my focus, you know. Distraction. It's almost like people are just designed and created to distract you, to grab your attention for whatever reason. That's fine, but at the same time, I'm aware that everyone's selfish, and you know they have their own agenda going on. They have themselves to prioritize, to market. You know, even if it's the most innocent person at all, they have a need to replicate. Their cells need to replicate. You know, their ding-dong and finding the girl needs to replicate. It's not entirely their fault. That's just their biological nature. And because of it, I'm very wary of it. So I'm an introvert. You know, your needs probably don't concern me. You know, and most of the time, I just want what everyone else wants: a hot girl. You know, girl this, girl that, baby that. But I'm too conscious of the fact that if I do get a girl, she's gonna get pregnant, fat, and mean, and turn into a Karen, and she's just gonna yell at me and shit to make more money because I can't support her in her luxury apartment with a child, or 2 children, or 3 children, whatever the fuck. And that whole shit show is gonna cost a lot of money, and then the children is just gonna have problems, you know, making money and complain how their job is boring and meaningless, and everything's provided for them. They work at a Starbucks, they work at a McDonald's, they work at a Staples.
Sorry.
Or whatever the fuck. And, you know, if I could stop that train, you know, I would. There's not a train ride I want to be on. You know, I'd rather be this stoic, quiet guy and just not care. So, you know, here we are in nature. You eventually turn back to nature. You know, you had your city life. You saw what was out there. Now there's a fence so you don't jump off. I mean, this fence didn't used to be here. But I guess, you know, there's too much assholery going on. And There it is, the fence. There's also a school over there, or whatever. And Americans are very super protective of children or whatever. And I'm not gonna go over that with you, but whatever. Here is the less road traveled by. Here is Solomon Chau walking the trail less traveled by. You know, if you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't, okay? You know, an outlier, okay? If you're not an outlier, then you become someone like me. You just go from job to job, quenching your fists and trying to get your foot in the door in whatever job to make $20 an hour, and then $30 an hour, and then when I'm at right now, $40 an hour. So, you know, the economy served me that I would gradually increase in salary somehow via inflation, or just, you know, it's just pure luck. I just think it's just, you know, my time. Like, this guy is such a shit show. Let's give him money. The universe was like that. Meanwhile, guys like Donald Trump and other Brahmins are making millions. This guy's happy with making $40+ an hour. Let's keep him at that. So, you know, I don't know if the universe just gets disgusted at Pedro or whoever, this poor like immigrant looking guy in America, is be like, you know, I'm the universe, I should treat myself better. My current avatar is too fucking stupid to know that money is bullshit, and he can just, you know, summon it or command it by just verbalizing what's on his mind. But he's too fucking chicken shit and scared and lacks confidence that, you know, I'm this, you know, magical third party god, and I'm just gonna grant him all these favors in using economics, using the current economic system magically. I guess that's how it works in America. You know, someone way before me thought of all these rules and regulations, and there's probably some kind of like weird matrix architect, and he's not me. I'm just like the dumbass avatar guy walking around. I just know enough not to do anything that stupid that would threaten me or my family or stuff like that. But nonetheless, I'm pretty dumb and low on the chain of command. So, is there something watching me? Probably. And, you know, this architect dude doesn't need to know everything. He just needs to know when you're in danger and when he has to save your ass. Call it God, karma, or whatever. It's just, you know, it's just there. Call your guardian angel. I don't know. You could tell him he's your guardian angel, whatever the fuck. But that's his job, to save your ass from your own stupidity. Things that we just don't see. There's a word for this. I'll have to look it up. But it's basically we can't see ourselves, or the small picture, and then that there's a bigger picture. That's all the universe that's always in motion, you know, trying to help you. But of course you're too egotistical, narcissistic, you know, first person, I, me, and, you know, me, myself, and I, and me, that you can't see that, you know, the universe is actually trying to help you. So you just gotta thank yourself and the universe. Thank you, universe, for helping me for all this time. I'm appreciative of this earth and, you know, the size society and time I'm living in. Thank you for placing me in somewhere that's not, you know, held spellbound with warfare and drugs and crazy shit. Because I know that I don't like that stuff, and I wouldn't want children being born in that kind of world. And sometimes these things can't be expressed with words. Sometimes you don't know. A lot of things we don't know. It can only be felt. can only be felt. And a lot of times people don't know or appreciate what they do have until it's too late. But I just wanted to take this time to thank myself for being here today. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to sleep. I wanted to be thankful, and I wanted to be grateful, and I wanted the world to know about it. This is not about social validation. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I can be a blatant asshole and not care. People could watch me. I wouldn't care. I can pee in the woods and I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care about you watching me taking a shit in the woods. But the point of my message is to improve, for anyone to improve or feel life again. You need to have deep appreciation for yourself, for the land, for your household, for your community, for your state, your country, and this earth. It took a long time for people to get here. You know, even if you're the most degenerative person, even if you were the town drunk, I mean, those are a lot of days that you've been drinking and you're doing drugs or whatever. And that too takes a lot of time. You know? And going through all that shit to end up like that, it takes a long time, you know? So, I hope to use the rest of my time on this earth to be appreciative and not always look towards buying the next shiny thing. It's not always about shiny things. And when shit hits the ceiling fan, you know, I'm going to want to be stoic, you know, have a little cabin out there or whatever, or an apartment or a condo and just chilling there, and not have to deal with external shit. Because I know what it is, you know. There's going to be a pretty woman, a beautiful woman, boobies, and she's going to tell me all these things she wants to buy. You know, again, with the shiny things and the social validation, and then she's going to take her, you know, cell phone out and post her pictures on Instagram and Twitter and X and, you know, on her OnlyFans, and it's just going to be super annoying. Unless I'm the camera guy helping her make money and, you know, profiting as well, you know, there's very little reason for me to be with her. But I'm working on my OnlyFans, my camera skills right now, so yeah, well, you know, that could be available for me. I like when I have opportunities and skills, skills at least, opportunities present themselves, you know. So, I did what I had to do. I gave myself time to recharge in nature. That's what we should all be doing. So this has been the path least traveled by Chau. I did not tell you to, you know, go out in the world and make money. If that's not your thing. If that's your thing, then great. But more likely than not, you know, you'll run into an asshole, you'll get sued and all this weird shit, and, you know, white collar crime, and, you know, customer refunds and all this shit, and you don't want to deal with it, and these meetings that are pointless, and a lot of pointlessness, and you're just like, you may feel drained, you may feel like you don't give a shit, but yet show up anyways for your paycheck. I get it. So go out in nature, be appreciative and grateful for what you do have. I particularly don't mind downtime. I don't mind I really enjoy doing nothing. So that's right up my alley. So anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. This has been Solomon Chau. See you in the next one. Peace out.